Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. I will be designing this today. So please make sure you design your hatch, your hinge and then your screw down so that I'll be able to design this. That is the assignment. Then after this we'll do the assembly drawing. Okay. So so let's get started. So we are going to assemble the parts. Okay, so we use assembly. So go and select what assembly. Then okay. So let's go and bring our part. So browse for your parts, okay. So let me go and bring my first my patch. I think I see okay. Yeah. Okay. Then let me go and bring my so let me go to insert tab and then bring my hinge. So I have this too. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to make sure that we hot. We are going to meet three surfaces. Okay, three surfaces. We are going to make sure that we meet the under surface of the hot. The under surface here of this of the hot. The hinge must be must coincide with what the top surface of what this, and then also the back here of this one must coincide with the back of this, and then we'll do the other one which will be the distance what beating. So let's go ahead, so let's try and then rotate this a little bit so that yeah, so let's try and rotate it. Yeah, wait, calm down. Okay, you let me just go ahead. So go to your mate, select your mate, and then let's get started. So I'm not selecting that surface, so let me delete it. So this is, so you rotate and then you locate the under surface of what of the hinge, and then you locate the top surface of your hut of this, and then you meet them. Okay, so you have that. So you can move this a little bit to this place, and also you can use this and come. So move by hot this, move with this. Then you can move. You can use this to move that thing. So if you want to like move it, yeah, like this, so you can just move. My mouse is full, so let me just use my mouse to move it like this. So you have this. Okay, yeah. So now let's do this other one. So okay, so let's go to your mate too. Select your mate. Zoom and select the under surface of what? The hinge. And then select what? The back surface of what? Your heart. And then what? Mate them. So make sure that they coincide. Okay, they should coincide. Then click on OK. So we should have this. Now the next is to give a distance between this surface here, the surface here, and the surface here. We should give them a distance of what? 1 inch. So select that surface, this surface here, and select this surface. And then select what distance meet is this one. So distance, okay, distance meet, click on it. And then you can input your hot, your distance. So I did 1 hot each. So it will come here 1 inch, then you just press on hot. So yeah, so we have this basically. So this, so let's try and move this. You see that you cannot move what? Your hinge. You see, it has been completely what? Attached to what? That surface. So that's what you are aiming at doing. So you do the same thing for the other part. So let's do. Okay, so let's repeat what we did here. Let's repeat the same thing to this other side. So let's go and bring the other hot hinge. So go to insert components, and then go and bring your hinge. So I'll put my hinge here. So it's on the top now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to the other side, so this direction. So it's nicely like this. Yeah, so you should have this. Now let's go to our mate and repeat the same procedure we did. So, your mate to locate the under surface here and make it coincide with what the top surface. So they should coincide and then you should click on what. Okay. Now mate what the back surface. So the back here, it's what the back of the mate, like not the back, but this bottom of this mate. So the bottom surface here. So make them what coincide. Okay, then you should have this. Then you want to make these two surfaces. You want to give a distance mate between these two surfaces, like we did to the other one. So select this surface and select this surface and select distance mate and type the distance that you want. So you want one. Okay. But then you see that when you do the one, it will flip, like it will move in the direction that you don't want. And you see it's move in the direction that we don't want. So we'll flip what? We'll flip the direction. So flip direction. So you flip it. Then to move to this other side. Yeah. So you should to move to the other side like this. So you just click on okay and then you are good to go. So yeah, this is it. So you basically repeat the same thing here. So you should have this after you assemble these two. So the next thing to do is to bring your screw. So if you want to bring the screw, you have to create some holes to put the screw inside. So we are going to create holes now. And before you cannot have the hinge here and then you create the hole inside. So we are going to make this hinge invisible, but I want to make these holes like the place of the holes the same. So go to your sketch tool and then select what the point. So this is point. Okay, select it and then come to what your your hinge. So and then you will see some. So let me select the surface. Okay, I have to select some surface and make it normal first. Okay, so I've selected the surface and I made it normal. Then so let's draw the what. So you select the center of what that hole of the holes and then you draw a point there. So I select the center and I'll draw a point. Select this center to draw a point. Select this center to draw a point. Select this center to a point. So we are done drawing our point. Then click on OK. Then you what? After you click on OK, please exit sketch. Okay, exit sketch. So you have this. Now the next thing to do is what? To make this hinge invisible. So click on the hinge and then you see some eye here, eye component. You just click on the eye. So the component will be hidden. Yeah, so we have this. So now let's go ahead and create our hole. So select this surface, make it normal too. My mouse is full. I don't know why. Select this surface and make it normal too. Then go to what? Assembly and then select what? Go to assembly features. So select your whole wizard. So you want to create a hole. So select your whole wizard. And let's make some small settings here. So in your whole wizard, make sure you select a hole. Okay, you want to create a hole. Select a hole. I've made these settings already. That's why my own seems not to like. So you just so select a hole. Make sure you sort ANSI inch and then drill size. Then the size should be what 7 out of what 64. So 7 out of 64. You find it difficult to look for it, but it's here. Okay, 7 out of 54. It's around 30, 35. I don't know. Yeah, 36, 35. So you should get 7 out of this. Then it should be true all. And that's basically all the settings you have to do right there. Then you go to position. When it comes to position, just come and locate what your point, like the point that you drew. So you locate those points and then draw your hole on them. So I have my first point here, so I'll put my first hole here. My second point here, I'll put a hole there. Third a hole, fourth a hole. So I'm done drawing those holes. Then I'll say what okay. So you should have a hole down there. So you see that we have a hole. Okay, can you see it? So you have 4 holes. Okay. So after you're done with this, you can go and bring your hinge back. So go to this, go to your design tree, then you see your hinge, click on it, and then click on the eye. So you do that again. Then click on the eye, show component. Then your hinge should be back and with the holes inside. Okay, can you see that? The holes inside. So you're going to repeat the same thing for this one. Select this surface, and make it normal too. Go to your sketch group and then select a point. So you are going to draw a point inside this holes. So draw a point inside that. So for here, this one, I have a point. This one I have a point here. You should draw a point inside the center of the hole. So draw a point, draw a point. Okay. So after you're done drawing the point, click on OK and then exit sketch. Okay. So after you're done exiting the sketch, click on the what? The hinge and make it what? Hide component. Hide a component. Okay. Then so let's go to what? So select the surface here. Select this surface and make it normal too. Now go to your hot assembly and go to what assembly features. Click on the bottom arrow that's here and then you select what? Oh wizard. Who is that? Since you've made the settings already, the settings are already hot. The settings are, hey, my settings don't change. Okay, so let me redo them. So audio, then this should be hot. Sound 7 out of sound. Let me locate that. So 7 out of what 56. And then which other thing change it? I think the rest are the same, right? So go to positioning and then you're going to draw. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. So I have my first one here, second one here. So make sure you draw your holes on the what on the points that you have drawn. Okay, the points. Another one here, another one also here. Then you click on okay. So you should have your holes there. So let me see the holes. Now go to your design tree, locate that hinge, the second hinge, and show component. And should come back. So you can so since we are done drawing the holes, you see that there is some there is some listen the points are still there. So go to the point sketch. So this sketch is for the what the points for the first one. So you can what you can you can what hide component for this one. So hide component. So hide. Then the points will be what hidden. Then you do it for this one also. So you do it for this one. Hide. So you see that there will be what no points again. So the points are all what hidden. So you should have this. Yeah. Okay guys, so let's continue and then add the screw. Let's bring our screw. So what's I say? You should make sure you save the work like every 5 or 10 minutes, okay? But when you're done with something, save the work, okay? Yeah. Go to file. If you want to save, go to file and then use what? Save as. So yeah, you save, use some name, whatever, then you just save your work. Okay, yeah, they say you should use dot, so write dot and then save your work. So now let's go and bring our next what part. So go to what? Insert component and then bring your screw. So I have my screw here. So let me bring my screw. Screw very small like that. So let me start with the first one here. Okay. I've selected a Roman screw. Okay. Yeah, so my screw is there. So let me what? So let's go ahead and then what? Assemble what? No, just mate them. So go to your mate tool. Select your mate tool. And then so let me delete the surface that have been selected. So let me delete that. So zoom and then select the conical surface inside the hole. The conical surface inside, that's the conical surface inside the hole. Select it. And then select the conical surface of what? The screw. So that is the conical surface of the screw, okay? And select that one. And then you what? You make them coincide. Then click on OK. So you should have that. Come, let me show you. So you see that it has entered completely. Can you see that? Yeah. So we should have that. Then the next is to repeat the same thing. So that you know that if you want to do this, you have to be repeating the thing for all these holes, okay? But you don't have to do that. You just have to do linear pattern. Let me cancel the mate. My mouse is full. Let me cancel the mate. Okay. So you cancel your mate and then so now the next thing is to do linear pattern. You have to do linear pattern for all this, okay? So go to your linear pattern, which is here. Don't click on it. Click on the hot down arrow here. And then come to what? Pattern driven components of pattern. This one. Yeah. Click on it. Now component to be what? Pattern will be what? The screw. So you click on your screw. If you cannot see the screw, please zoom to see, okay? Then what? Driven feature or what component. So this is like the hole that you want. So you zoom and select what your holes. Okay, zoom and select your holes. So I want this hole. Yeah. So you see that all the holes will be set. If you select one, the rest will be hot. So then you what click on OK. So you see that what they are hot pattern. So that's the linear pattern we do for this hole. Yeah. Then repeat the same thing for this side too. So repeat the same thing. Whereas they are different holes, so you cannot use them like that. So you have to repeat the same thing. So how do you repeat that? So you go and bring your components again. So let's go and bring our screw again. Let me bring my screw. So this is my screw. Open. So I'll put that here. Okay. Then let me zoom and rotate. Okay. Now the next is to what mate. So go select your mate. Select your mate. And then let's select the surface to mate. So select the conical surface. So the conical surface inside. And then you select the conical surface of what? Your nail. So you can rotate and then zoom. And select this conical surface here. Then you should see it entering. So you see that what? Leave later. Then you click on what? Okay. Then you can what? Exit your mate. Okay. Then you should have this. Now the next thing is to repeat the same linear pattern that we've done. So click on the arrow under the linear pattern, linear component pattern, then pattern driven component pattern. Then you select what the component to be what pattern should be your nail. So select your nail or your screw. Then you select one of the holes, okay? So I want one of these holes. Yeah, so it's not for this. So let's delete it. Yeah. So it's supposed to be for the feature part. So select this. And should have this. Nicely drawn. Okay. So yeah, almost done with the work. The next thing to do is to what? Is to do what? Exploded what view. Guys, let's continue and do the exploded view. Yeah, so exploded view. So go to exploded view. Exploded view is here. Under assembly, you have exploded view. Okay. Click on your exploded view. Then we are going to explode everything. Boom. So select the nail. So you know that when you explode, the nails must be like the screws must be at the top, then followed by what? The hinge. Then you have what? A heart. So you have to you don't have to start by exploding. You cannot start by exploding this. So you start by exploding what? The nails, the screws, then followed by what? The hinge. Okay. So select your screw. Then select the axis that you want to what explode it. This one you want it to be exploded on the what y axis. So select your y axis. And then so let's select a distance. So you come here, you just write your distance. I want it to be what? 4 inches. Okay. Then if you then you say what add to what step. So then you have that. Can you see? It has come to the top. Then you go and do the same thing for all these nails. This one on the y axis. 4 inches, add to step. Come and select this one. Select the axis that you want it. Then 4 inches. You select this one. Select the axis. Then 4 inches. Add to this. So basically you have this one. Then you can select this one too. Select this one. So this one you want it on the what y axis. Want it to move in the y axis, but you want it what 2 inches. So you add it to step. So you have this. Hope you can see. Yeah. So you're going to do basically the same thing for this one too. So you zoom. Select your nail. Select the axis that you want the thing to move on. My mouse is fully again. Let me just use my mouse pad. Then give it the distance 4 inches. Then add it to step. Then select this one. Select the axis 4 inches. Add to step. Select this. Select the axis 4 inches. Add to step. Do the same for this one too. 4 inches. So let me select the axis 4 inches. Add to step. Then select your hinge. Then that one will be what 2 inches. Okay. 2 inches. Then add to step. Then which axis do I use? Is that from do that thing and see. So you see that I didn't select the right axis, so it has moved in like my x axis. So You can go back here and select the 10th step. So it was the 10th step that move. So you can delete what? The 10th step. So the thing will come back to normal. Then you come and select it again. Select your Y axis and move it what? Move it what? 2 inches. Add to step. So you see this time it has gone to the top. So you should have this. So these are what exploded. Then click on what? Check. So our exploded view is done. So the next thing is to do what? Assembly drawing. Okay. So that will be in our next tutorial. So we'll be doing assembly drawing. First, I'll use the tutorials that I use in class to do the assembly drawing before I will use this one to do it itself. So let's go. Right click on the assembly and you can click on hot collapse. And see that everything has come back to what it said. Then you can go there, right click and then click on what explode. Then boom, I have this. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, okay?